Max Wardell, overheadathletics.com. I got two mini massage guns here. We're going to talk about some techniques that you can use with these massage guns, and we're going to kind of compare the two. RecoverFun Mini and Nacot Mini coming up. Here we go with another massage gun video. We're going to kind of talk about what we can do with these massage guns. We're going to compare these two. I'm Max Wardell, I'm the director here at the OAI, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what you can do with a little percussion here. Very common tool that a lot of people have. We have two different options here. These are both minis. You've seen me use larger massage guns in the past. The mini is nice, it's portable. I throw it in my bag, I throw it in my athletic bag. Really easy, I can bring it with me wherever. But the question is, what kind of tool do I want to use? And then what brand of gun do I want to use? But also how can I use this gun? That's the most important part, because a lot of these guns are going to do very similar things. You know, I was asked to do this review. It's interesting because these two guns are rather similar in their abilities. I haven't noticed a lot in terms of battery because I haven't had these guns for very long. I will say this one is a tad bit quieter. That doesn't mean this one's loud. The Nacot gun is a tiny bit louder, but I don't really notice it too much. And I think that the actual gun here from RecoverFun goes at about the same RPM or the same, beats, which is neat. I don't typically use them at their highest setting. I use them either down towards the bottom, but I also like how this gun, this RecoverFun Mini, has a nice aluminum disc. Now the hard plastic disc is definitely a good tool, but this aluminum disc allows me to really kind of rolf or ace him over these muscles, whatever the correct terminology here is, and I can start to use some movement as I do it, and so I can go from the top to the bottom, just feeling the difference. I think that this more pointy edge here of this aluminum disc allows me to get a little deeper, but it's also a little sharper than this plastic edge here from the Nacot gun. Now, the rest of the attachments are pretty similar. I think that the ones that I get here, in terms of the ball, these are all kind of similar attachments. Not too much difference here, and I don't think these two guns are too different at all from what I've seen. Both are very quality guns. I think that the colors that this thing comes in are a little different than the colors that this thing comes in. These guns were both sent to me for free. I love both guns. The one thing is with this gun, I think it gives you, this Nacot gun, it gives you a little less vibration in the hand with this disconnected or this two-piece module here, whereas I actually have a one-piece here. So depending on what you like, in my hand, I'll say that probably the Nacot feels a little better, but if I'm going for something that's pure quiet, I would definitely say RecoverFun's a little better, and I also like this aluminum disc that comes with the Mini. It doesn't come there, but the plastic disc is better than what I've seen with a lot of other guns where they actually come with rubber and only foam ones. So we got a little give and take here. I think they both go at the same speed. I'm not sure which one beats which one on price. I think that there's a chance this one does, but I'm pretty sure they're close. So I'm not sure off the top of my head, but very comparable guns. So I've done a video on this Nacot gun in the past, and I haven't really done one with this Mini. So we'll just use this Mini a little bit, and we'll talk about coming into this proximal forearm here, where we actually have this pronator teres muscle that wraps around. So this is what a lot of you guys are actually more interested in, I'm guessing. But I'm kind of just going over the tissue this way. And I'm really trying to prime the tissue. The way we use these massage guns a lot isn't necessarily with our athletes while they're here, unless, like we had an athlete today that had a cramp, we use massage gun on them. But it's more so something that athletes can use at their home, and something that they can use very quickly prior to a game that's not going to cause too much stress, relaxation, neurogenic fatigue or inhibition at all. And what we see is that with these guns, we get a little reduction in tone, but we actually don't see any real decrease in contraction potential after, just in some minor study and research that we've actually done at our facility. So we're scraping with this tool from the top down to the bottom. And you can see it's starting to get a little red. Now, I always can just hold here and just rub around and it feels great, and that might be something I do before a game, but a lot of times after, I want to try to actually get into some of these tissues and actually start to cause some vibration in there, which is going to start to move around a little hyaluronic acid. It's going to start to move around a little blood. We're going to start to lubricate some of the stagnant tissues, and then anything that's left in the area, whether that's a little acidity, a little altered pH in a specific area, more inflammatory cells, we're going to start to pulsate those and kind of push them through some surrounding tissue. So it's a really easy thing to do at home. This doesn't mean it's as good necessarily as a manual massage, but it's something that you can easily use at home. And I like the idea, whether you have a more diffuse contact where it's a little wider edge, or whether you have a more sharp contact like what you see with the aluminum piece there, both work equally well. The one thing I will say about this Nacot gun is that I think it gets some good depth into the tissue. And if you want to get good depth into the tissue, what you need to do is you need to get a larger gun with a higher amplitude. And that's fine for the big muscles. I think these minis, if you want to work on your elbow, if you want to work on your forearm, I think you're going to want to invest in a mini with a smaller amplitude. And what I mean by amplitude is how far does this little piece pop in and out. So if one's going this far, you can see this one's moving that much. And that's perfect for these more intricate structures. And then I can actually start to combine some movement of the bones with it. So, give it a try. RecoverFun Mini, Nacot massage gun, both quality guns. Both have a little bit of weight to them. Pluses and minuses. I think this attachment's better if they got the good colors. They got black, whatever you like. This one, good attachments as well. No aluminum attachment. I'm sure you can get one. They might actually be interchangeable here. And they are. Nope, not quite. So we have options. They might be able to get an aluminum attachment for this Nacot. Check out the prices. I think they're both quality. If you don't like the vibration on your massaging hand, you might like this one a little better. If you want less noise, you want the Mini better. Battery has seemed about equal, but that remains to be seen. My conclusion is, whatever are your preferences, you need to move forward with. I think these are both phenomenal guns. I know each company would kind of like me to say theirs was better than the other, but I'm going to give it to you guys straight. RecoverFun asked me to do this video, but I think the Nacot gun held up nicely, but I think the RecoverFun Mini did a little better in some categories. The Nacot did better, definitely in the vibration on the hand. And it gave a little bit more depth in terms of amplitude, which can be good and bad. Whatever you guys like, whatever your preferences are, check those out, and we'll see you guys in the next video.